Hi guys, my name is Bokang Jiyane. I dance at the Eunice Maria School of Dance, and I was the Junior All-Star World Champion in the year 2016. And today I have the honor and the privilege to teach you guys just a few tips and tricks on how you guys can grow in the All-Star section if you partake in it or if you plan on doing so. And I'm really excited for this class. I really hope you guys can learn something and gain something from this class. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with warm up. We're gonna go a few basics, and we're gonna also after that go through a few tips that are gonna help you build on those basics. So like building blocks, and then after that I'll just share with you guys my journey and on also how I got to the place where I was world champion that year. And yeah, well, without wasting any more time, let's get into it. So we're gonna start with the warm up, and yeah, so just follow me. Two. One. Roll your shoulders forward. Now take it back. Forward. Back. And you're going to do 20 push-ups. Let's go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. 20 sit-ups. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Jumps again. Open your legs. And we're gonna stretch. Awesome stuff. So guys, that's the warm-up. If there's any part of your body that you think you just need to stretch quickly, you can just pause the video quickly before you continue. Stretch that part, warm up a bit more if you feel you're not that warm, and then we're gonna continue. Great. So now that we've warmed up, what we're gonna do now is just go through a few basics. Like I said in the beginning, it's gonna be 3 different dance styles that I just picked for today. I'm not gonna go through like all of them now because of time, I guess. I don't want to make this lesson too long, but I will mention other dance styles. You can still apply the same principles that we're going to be applying in all these different dance styles. You can still apply them in all the other ones that we're not going to be doing today. So the first dance style we're going to be doing is hip hop, and we're going to go through a few basics there, then we'll move on to the next one, do a few basics there, then the last one, and then we're gonna just work on the building blocks straight after that. So yeah, let's just start. Alright, so before we start, I just want you guys to understand the reason why we're gonna be going through the basic moves is because those are like really like foundation basically of the moves that were created with this style, and that basically kinda make the style, if I can say. So yeah, so basically for me, like these basic moves are like the foundation of all the complicated bug stuff we do in the style, right? So obviously it'll make sense once we've done them. When I speak about the tips or the building blocks, if I can say, of the moves, right, is basically the building blocks is what makes a certain move, if I can say, complicated. Yeah, I hope this will make sense later on in the class. But what we're doing now basically is I'm just sharing the basic, the foundation, right? Like ground zero, like yeah, the foundation of the style. And yeah, so just go with the class, enjoy the class, and let's learn. Great. So the first thing that I just wanna really teach with hip hop is really, first and foremost, is something I would call the groove of hip hop, really. And for me, that's before I dance hip hop or whenever I hear a hip hop song coming on, the first thing I do is really just I bounce or I rock, right? Listen to the beat, listen to the music, right? And then yeah, just go there. So that's the basic I really just want us to go through. Is for now is really I'm just gonna play music, and then we're just gonna bounce with the music to the music. Right, awesome. Great. Okay. So just bounce. Let's go. Awesome. So that's the first and foremost thing I really want to encourage all the dancers watching this lesson to really do when it comes to the hip hop style, is really just get used to a bounce. And what I do when I session a lot is I really just listen to a whole lot of hip hop music, and I really just, bounce, 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 do different bounces, right? Just to get a feel of the music before I really just go into sessioning or into the dancing. So that's the first and foremost, and then now we're gonna continue to the rest of the lesson. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go through three basic moves that hip hop has. I mean, there's so many other basic moves, but these are just three that I'm just gonna share with you right now, right? And the first one is called the Bart Simpson, right? So I'm gonna teach the move, and we're just gonna go with it, and then yeah, we'll go to the next move straight after that. Awesome. So the Bart Simpson, what you do is you take your hands and you take them out to the side you're going to be going to, then you bring it up, right? Then you're going to go to the other side, right? Take your arms out and then bring it up, right? Then other side, bring it up, other side, bring it up, other side, bring it up, other side, bring it up. So those are the hands. And then with the legs, what you do is basically you, to the side you're going to, you put your leg out, then you bring it together, and then you pick up your hands. Right, so then you take your leg out, and you bring it together. Take your leg out, you bring it together, take your leg out, and bring it together. Awesome. So the hands, just to recap, is we go to the side, bring it up, opposite side, bring it up. To the side, bring it up, opposite side, bring it up. Recap with the legs, step, together, step out, together, step out, together, step out, together. Awesome. So, to bring it all together now, this is how it would look. It's out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together. Now that is the Bart Simpson. A very basic move, and we're gonna do it now with the music, and we'll go on to the next move. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together. Now we're gonna go to the music. 5, 6, 7, 8. Great, now we're gonna go on to the next move, right? So, yeah, the next move is called the Party Machine, right? Now the basic, it's also another basic hip hop move, and basically how you do it, test the legs, take your right foot out, bring it in, you bring it out again, you pick it, then you put it down, sorry. Then you take your left foot out, you bring it back, you take it out, and you bring it down. Then you go right again, bring it back, take it out, put it down, left, out, back, out, bring it down. Awesome. So those are the legs. Then the hands, really all you do is out, in, down. Then you take the other leg, arm. Then you take it out, back, down. So you always use, if you're taking your right leg out, you're going to use your left arm, and you're going to take it out, bring it in, down. Then when you use your left leg, you're going to take your right hand, you're going to bring it out, in, down. Right. Okay, yeah, so now let's just recap the legs. So it's right leg out, in, back, down, left leg out, in, back, down. Awesome. Hands, you take your left hand out, back, down, right, out, back, down. So putting it together now, you take your left your left arm and your right leg out. Out, you bring it back, you take it out again, then take it down. So it's out, in, out, down. Out, in, out, down. Out, in, out, down. Out, in, out, down. So I did mess up the hands a bit just now. So you do take your arm out again the second time, right? So again, slowly, it's left arm, right leg. Out, back, out, down, out, back, out, down. Out, back, out, down, out, back, out, down. Out, back, out, down, out, back, out, down. Excuse me, sorry. So yeah, that's basically the move. And while you're doing the move, you kind of jump on the leg that's basically on the ground, right? So you kind of jump with it, and then your body basically does a rock back and forward, right? Back and forward as you just do everything else. So that's basically the move right there. Ta 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 ta. Awesome stuff. Gonna go slowly first. 5, 6, 7, 8. Out, back, out, down. 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 So now we're gonna do it with the music. Let's go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome stuff. And now moving on to the next move, where it's called the feeler. The feeler. This move is really quite simple. So what you do basically is with your arms, you take your right arm, then you drag it to the opposite side, to the left. You take your left arm, you drag it to the opposite side, to the right. So you go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right. But obviously finishing off with the arms, what happens is it's 1, 2, then you jump up, right. Then you go 1, 2, jump up, 1, 2, jump up. Awesome. So that's the arms. And then now with the legs, what you do is to the side, your arm is dragging to is the leg you step with. So if I go to the left with my right hand, then I step with my left, right? Then other way, then I jump, right? Then just like that, right? So slowly we go with your right hand to the left, you go 1, opposite side, and boom, you jump. 1, 2, jump. Great. So that simply is the feeler. So it's 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. Yes. So again, slowly you go 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. Great. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna go slowly with the music, and then we're gonna go fast with the music. Slowly with the music. 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. Okay. Now we're gonna try it with the music. Let's go. 5, 6, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, jump up. 1, 2, up. Great. And now the next style we're going to is popping. Yes, popping. And I'm gonna teach you and I'll be teaching you, what am I saying? Yes, I'll be teaching you the basic, if I can say, concepts as well, or slash moves that I've learned in the popping style that help me with popping. The first thing we should know what a pop is. So what is a pop? A pop is basically a contraction and release of your muscle, right? So it's this, then relax, flex, then relax, contract, relax, contract, relax. So that's a pop, right? Boom, boom. So see, I'm contracting, relaxing, contracting, relaxing, contracting, relaxing. So now that's a pop. The first basic is a Fresno. Okay, so a Fresno is really, for me, I don't want to say it's a basic like groove, but it's somewhat of a groove. And I also use Fresnos to just practice my pops a lot. And yeah, so basically this is what a Fresno is. So you take your hand, right hand is out, then you pop it, go to the other side, left, you pop it, then again, boom, ta, boom, ta, boom, ta, cha, ta, boom, cha, 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 boom. So yeah, that's Fresno, right?
So what talk back?
5, 6, 7, 8. Pop, 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 pop,
Just do it, it's 97. Don't matter about the facts, the matter is how you stand. In the moments forever, remember together. Distance is all we know. Don't matter about the facts, the matter is how you stand. In the moments forever, remember together. Distance is all we will never know.
down. Awesome. And now with popping, like I said, there's a lot of aspects with popping, and one aspect I've learned in the style is an aspect called animation. So it is it's quite basic, yes. So what animation is basically, so it's like mime, yes. So animation's like mime. I don't know why I learned it as animation, but it's basically like mime, right? So then maybe there's a box here, right? You pretend there's a box. Boom, boom, boom. So just like something to that effect, or maybe I have a balloon here. Right, like something to that effect. I hope I explained it the best way as possible, right? So yeah, that's basically animation. Now the next thing I want to teach you is popping, and something I've seen a lot that people use is basically using lines, right? Lines, or I can say, or making shapes, or tutting basically, right? And yeah, and with that there's so many combos you can learn with tutting and making shapes with your body and all that. And basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to teach you a short combo that I learned, and hope you enjoy it. So here it goes. So what you do is you put your hands together like in a praying position, right? Then you take it up, take it down, then you slide your left hand out, right? So from the top, put them together, take your right hand up, take it down, slide it, slide your left hand. Again, right hand up, down, slide your left hand out, and then up with your left, then again with you put your left hand down like a snake position, right? Snake, cobra, take it down. So again, right up, down, left slide out, up, down. Then from here, you take your left hand over to your right elbow, just like that, right? So it's here, and you take it over, put it down, then you're gonna snake position, right? But from here, it faces out, so away from your chest, right? Both hands. Then you take your left arm, which should be on top, you slide it to the side. Well, you slide it to the right hand. You take it down, then you bring it up. Great. Now again from the top, right hand up, snake, slide, up, cobra, down, down, away from the chest, slide, down, take it up. One more time, right hand up, down, slide your left hand, take it up, left hand, cobra, other side, down, away from the chest, slide left hand, take it down, bring it up. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. So basically now what we're going to be doing is house, and with house we're going to, just like we did with the hip hop, we're going to just go through 3 basic moves, but obviously first starting with the groove. Awesome stuff. So the house groove that I learned was basically, obviously your legs are apart, and then what you do is so basically what you do is you take your legs and then you push it forward and up. It's just forward and up, forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. Take your whole body forward up, forward and up, forward and up. So basically that's the groove. It's really just doom, doom. But obviously to the music, just forward and up, forward and up, forward and up. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8. Awesome. So yeah, so that's the basic house groove. And now for the first move, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna teach the farmer. Simple house dance move, I believe. So how it goes is basically we're gonna start with the right leg, bring it up, take it down, then you pick your left leg up, take it down, then you put your right leg up, put it down, then opposite leg up, down, pick it up, down, pick it up, down, pick it up, down. Boom, ta, boom, ta. So that's how you do it. So that's like basic. So then obviously, so it's up, down, 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 up, down. Now, to finish the move, to get the whole move together, it's You take your right leg up, put it down. You jump basically on your right to pick your left up, and you take it down, down, ta, 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 ta. So yeah, so simple, basically up, down, up, down, up, down. But the move with the groove to the move basically is really up, jump, down, up, jump, down, up, jump, down, up, jump, down. So just like that, 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then now we're going to move on to the second move, which is called heel toe. Heel toe. Obviously with heel toe as well, there's many variations, but we're going to go with the most basic heel toe, right? So starting with the left leg now. Take your left heel toe, right heel toe, 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 left heel toe, right heel toe. Awesome. And basically that's the move. Now, that's like the move watered down. And then now to like finish, like to make the whole move put together, you add the groove, right? So now you rock forward. Now it's heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, toe, heel toe, heel toe. So just like that. So it's just heel toe with a rock back and forth. So it's basically like this, like we did before, right? Right? So it's basically like that, but just with the upper body. But instead of rolling back up like that, we just rocking. So just like that. 5, 6, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now the last move we're going to learn in the house section, basic move, is called the skate. Alright, this one is quite simple as well. Quite a few variations, but I'm going to show you the basic move. So the skate, like I said, it's quite simple. You drag, well, what I'm going to teach it like this. Then take your right leg, drag it to the left and up. Yes. So you take your right leg, drag it to the left, bring it up, then slide out. Then you take your left leg, bring it to the right, take it up, then drag it out to the left. Then you do the same thing again. Boom, boom, sha, boom, boom, sha, boom, sha, boom, sha, boom, sha. Okay. Now slowly, again, take your right leg, take it to the left side, bring it up, slide it out. Left leg, take it to the right, bring it up, slide it out. Then you do it again. Slide, boom, slide, boom, slide, boom, slide. And that, like, just like that, that is the skate. We're gonna do it slowly first, then we're gonna pick up the pace. Slowly, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, picking up the pace a bit. 5, 6, 7, 8.
J'ai oublié de demander du sucre. Qu'est-ce que je ferais sans sucre?
So we've done the basics now, which is literally a few, like a little bit from each style that we just touched on, and I really hope you guys learned from that. And like I said, now we're just gonna go through quickly, just because I don't want to make this class long like I've been saying. Excuse me. So the building blocks, right? Now the building blocks basically take a simple move, and when you apply these things, they can make a simple move look complicated, or a simple move look better or more intricate, if I can say. Yeah, so that's that on that. And basically I'm just gonna give them to you. It's just 4 points and that I apply, and I will show you guys picking obviously one move from every style and applying these one or all 4 tips as I do the move, and just to show you guys how it would look like. And obviously it all depends on how you apply this in your dancing in a specific move and all that. Okay, yeah, so the first point is repetition. Now repetition, it's basically quite self-explanatory. It speaks of really just repeating the same move, doing it again and again and again and again, as that is repetition. The second one is levels, and levels speaks of really how low or how high, or just basically range, right? That you can dance, like up here, down here, or low to the ground. That's levels. Then we have direction, right? Looking to the front, looking to the back or to the side, right? Direction. And then the last one is speed, and speed really does refer to like how fast or how slow you do the move, and obviously this also plays a big role with the music. So yeah, those are the 4 tips I really want you to think about when you're dancing and when you do a move. And when you actually focus these 4 tips into one specific move, it really helps you to really discover more ways that you can do the move, or more creative ways to execute the move. So I really hope that makes sense, but that's how I see it. Is a lot of the time, if you just take a basic move and you focus that basic move on these 4 tips, then you create a variation, which is a different way of doing a basic move, right? And that adds different dynamics to your dance in general, and different dynamics to the move itself. And yeah, so what I'm going to do now, I trust you wrote those 4 tips down to help you. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try apply all 4 to each move and in each style. So I'm going to start with hip hop, and with hip hop I'm going to do the Bart Simpson as the move. Then I'm going to go to to popping, sorry. Then I'm going to use the Fresno to apply all these 4 points, and then I'm going to go through to house and use the farm. Yes, but this is something I urge you after the class, or even in the future when you dance, really just apply this in any move you learn, no matter how simple or whatever. Really, as a solo dancer, it will help you to really create different dynamics in your dancing. Yeah, I hope that really makes sense. It really is making sense to me. I hope it's making sense to you. So yeah, you can just really just watch now and see what I'm trying to say. Yeah.
J'ai oublié de demander du sucre. Qu'est-ce que je ferais sans sucre? Étire-toi sur la table et plus verse sur moi. Sois gentil.
Cool, guys. So that's the class. I really hope you learnt and grew from that, and you're ready to apply everything I've taught you in this lesson in all the sessions you have and in your journey forward as a dancer. And just to quickly share my journey, where I got to where I got is basically the year that I became world champion. Actually 3 years before that, I really had a place where I hit the ceiling in my growth as a dancer, and I really got frustrated. And literally the year before I was world champion, that December, I was like, dude, what's going on? Don't you want to grow? You know what I'm saying? And going into the next year, I really was like, listen, this is the year. This is the year. I have to be world champion. And it was something I literally just kept speaking, regardless of the results I got from whatever competition. It was just the thing at the back of my head that motivated me, that this year is the year. This year is the year. And I really did work at it. Made sure I put some measures in place that I'll explain just now, that I put in, right? And just first and foremost, I really just went back to the basics, learning different styles, how different ways to move and all that, attending different style workshops, whether it was hip hop, popping, dancehall, whacking, voguing, like the works, like whatever workshop I could attend, I attended, and that's what I did. And I would also make sure that I would session for an hour a day. It's crazy when you think about it, but I did that. And even if I wasn't physically dancing, I was literally on YouTube or Googling really the history of dance, or why a certain move was made, whether it was a commercial move or whatever. And literally, because we have a lot of those resources available on the internet, I just took advantage of it, and I was like, listen, it's here, I might as well, right? Or maybe there was a day I missed it, I missed training, and I was like, okay, let's go and do some research. And that's basically what I did, and I made sure that I was like, hey, let's do this. And then I also had a few private sessions, and I also had a few sessions with Eunice Marie as well, who helped me that year. And a lot of the people in the studio as well, I would really ask for advice, like literally from 11 and unders to 16 and overs in the studio. I would session with them and I'll be like, okay, what can I improve on? Okay, how can I help you? And that's literally how I grew. And my goal was really to be world champion that year. I can't really explain how much I wanted it, but yeah. But first and foremost, I would really say, like, to everybody that wants to get to a place where they grow as a dancer, or wants to be world champion, or whatever your goal is as a dancer, is really just be dedicated and just put in the work. It's just like anything, I guess, in life. If you really want to achieve something, you just have to put in the work. And really, I'm so grateful that I won that year. Grateful for every single person that helped me that year to grow. And yeah, and just with literally, like, my biggest advice to everybody that just wants to grow as a dancer is really, don't be afraid to use the resources you have, the people around you. No matter how old the people are, how young the people are, listen, you can learn from anybody. And that's one of the biggest lessons I learned as well that year. So really, YouTube, Google, use those resources. They're available to you, and you'll start to see how you're gonna start growing as a dancer. Obviously, it doesn't happen overnight, but as you keep sessioning, as you keep yourself motivated, as you keep training, as you keep asking for help and all these other things, I promise you, you will reach your goal. And yeah, that's really my 2 cents on everything. And yeah, and just to close off, is as you go on YouTube and attend different workshops and all that, you're gonna see that there are different ways that people teach, and it's the same thing, all right? But don't be discouraged. or don't be confused. Take what they say, and then you do your homework, and you just make sure that you are, if I can say, informed enough to do the right thing, right? So there are different ways, and you will see. Like I said, if you just, once you've watched this class, and you go and do your own information and attend other workshop, you'll see that there is a similarity. Like there is a similarity. Like there's a basis where it's the same, but there's also a place where things are a bit like tricky, and it's just, I guess, your job as well, just to make sure that you're informed enough to identify those things and grow from that. So I really hope what I'm saying is resonating with some of you, and it helps a lot of you as I say it. So yeah, that's pretty much my story, if I can say, on how I grew as a dancer, and I ended up where I ended up. And yeah, thank you so much again for Sabad for this opportunity. Really appreciate it, and for everybody who's been involved in the journey. And thank you so much for tuning into this class. Really trust and hope you learned something. Much love. Can't wait to see you grow as a dancer, and hope to see you around and soon. Awesome stuff. Thank you, and stay safe, stay blessed. Love from my side. Awesome.